Alrighty boys, how's she going today? So, she's another freaking rainy day again, for freak's sake. I have a little friend over here. He walked over my tractor seat, got my seat all muddy. It's the second farm cat we got. Where'd he go? There you are, you little sucker. Oh, the rain's coming down heavy. Winston! I guess you could come in here for a little while, but I'm not happy it's getting my seat all muddy, but I guess I'll put that down. Maybe I can get him to sit on the seat for us. Winston! Boy! Winston! Where you going? I guess not. You probably can't even hear me because of the rain. Winston! No, he wants nothing to do with me. But she's really peeing down. There's some thunderstorms coming over us right now. And they're talking severe for today anyway. I guess I'll clean my seat up then. I think I was wet and that dry. It comes right off. There, my seat looks brand new again. Well, kinda. I just need to buy a new one. And the tractor will be staying back here for a while. Well, unless I got a mow, then I'll take it out. But this is going to be part one of designing the ramps for the tractor mower deck or the John Deere. Since it's a rainy day, I figured why not? I might as well get this kind of going. The double strike kind of gave me some ideas too on how I should do it, which is helpful too. I kind of like, you know, the way he was talking of it would work too. Well, I think as long as it doesn't have any severe ends or curving, it should work, as long as it's not too severe. I think for even for John Deere's ramps for their tractor, or for their mower decks, I mean, it kind of looks like they just have the ramp just over the hump or the black thing, and then you can just slam it up on over there, right? Well, that's why they want you to have four-wheel drive. And of course, this is two-wheel drive, but four-wheel steer. You see, four-wheel steer. Double Strike was kind of talking about kind of making like just kind of like a curvy kind of Dewey, which would be better. Which would be it would be softer too. It wouldn't be such a kind of like a hard jump up, right? So, but I still kind of like my idea of coming off the ground and then going over and into the other side of the ground, or onto the other side of the mower deck, however you want to look at it. Apparently Double Strikes was even looking around too, and he could never find anyone that was making deck or ramps for these kind of decks. And he was saying too that I could probably get filthy rich off it. I kind of doubt it. It's not going to be it's not going to be the prettiest thing in the world. Well, unless I paint it up, but by the time I get around to painting it, it'll be pretty rusted to shit. So, I actually I got a couple boxes here that I'm going to chop up, and I'm going to use those as, I guess it's kind of like a rough idea. Well, just kind of like, I got to put the thing on my camera on. It's just going to be kind of like, you know, if I mess up, then I can redo it on the box, right? I don't have to grind the weld off and, come on, and then re-weld it, right? It'll give you an idea kind of what we can do, what we're looking for. And then the son of a BI, there. I'm putting that little Dewey for my tripod on my camera. I should have done that before, but I usually don't leave it on because it's uncomfortable then. So, but since the tractor's all freaking wet, my box is going to get all wet. So, I don't know if we'll really even get into it today, but I was hoping that the rain would hold off just a few more minutes so then I could get the tractor in here. I had to come back here twice. The first time I had to get the trailer out, and then the second time I had to put the tractor in here. So it's raining pretty good. Like we really need any more of this BS. And I told my mom to text me, keep me updated to the storm so I know what's going on, because I don't have live radar on my phone. I don't think I can get it anymore. I kind of would like it. I know my last phone had it, not this one here. This is just that. It's just an iPhone. It's the older version. But the phone I think I had the BlackBerry before. And before that I had another phone like this, but smaller, and it had the buttons on it too, right? Yeah, that was still a BlackBerry. That was just a slimmed down version of it. But my bigger BlackBerry had live radar on it. It was very, very handy. But of course, you know, this one don't. So, I guess we'll get to the point here of the video. This damn thing, I'm having a hard time moving it by hand. It's so tight. I don't know if it needs WD-40 or if it needs to be greased. I don't know. I actually had to take some vice grips to it. Not lock it down, but just enough so the teeth would grab and turn for me. Now, as you see, Devil of Strike, I have my scalping wheels all the way up. This is set at 1, so my deck is flat on the ground. There's actually still kind of a gap there, but it's actually because it's still hooked to the lift arms. That's how I'm going to do it, because I don't want to disconnect everything. This will be more than good enough. Get out of here. I might have to even go and get my mosquito thing too, because just mosquitoes are, even on a cold day, they're still freaking they're just pissing me off. They're drinking all the water off the four-wheeler, or off the tractor. I mean, because the damn thing's all wet, right? So I think I'm going to need this out of here. Ouch. So we get this off. If I can. I gotta bend it some more yet. This actually has been working pretty good for me too, this wire hold up here. Been working very well for me. There, we'll just kind of tuck that. See, it kind of bends too, see, I can just throw it way over there. I never have to look at it again. Well, as long as I don't get caught on the PTO. Maybe we'll just do this with it then. Or this. That'll work. This is good. So we'll put this down. And we'll measure a piece what we need, and then we'll cut it. I got 2 boxes here. One is the shop vac box. And I bought my new shop vac, and then my one for my Polaris winch. This Polaris winch box is thicker than the shop vac. So, I don't know if I'll use that yet. I might use this. I might even just use, I don't know, because they're not long enough. Because I'm just going to make one big huge piece. So, that's just to see what kind of severe angle we're going to get off this deal before I actually do weld, right? Because I don't want to weld stuff together and then it's no good, right? So, I'll put you guys on the tripod. And then we'll measure that deck and the width we need. Because remember, this is all the way down now, so it's what she'll go. So, we need a tape measure. And put my camera thing around. And put these down. down so they're out of the way. So what we need to get here is the width of the deck first, which we're going to say, try to kind of do this. Here. Well, I'm going to say 29.5. So, ouch. And this tape measure's not very good. I should have brought my other one out. So we're going to need something kind of like this, but not quite as long. Not quite that high either. So we need something 41 inches long. So we'll mark 41 inches. This tape measure's break doesn't hold, so you gotta remember that 41 inches. And then we'll measure it on the box. We'll measure 41 inches, and I don't think that'll be long enough even on this box. Oh, the mosquitoes have just bit me all the hell. So I know this here isn't 41 inches, that's for sure. 16.5. So yeah, see, even there it's not quite long enough. So what we're going to have to do is, see, this box is 2.5 feet tall. It's 2.5 feet tall. So we're going to have to cut a piece out the full width, and then do it on the next side, which is, and then we have to make it shorter, or cut it short. Alright, I probably should get the width of the tire because I'm not going to go any wider than the, I know double strike, I think you're talking about we could drive over it with the rear tire if we can't use the front end. I don't think you want to use the rear end either, which I mean, I guess you can. I have seen it done, I guess. I don't know, but that's a little more concerning because it's a little more heavier. And since you got the cab probably weighs like 300 pounds, so, and then with your body weight too, that adds probably another 150 pounds to it, depending on how heavy you are. I weigh about 210 pounds, so that's 210 pounds on the seat. And then if you got the cab, which is another 300, well, it's lighter on the front end. That's what it is. It's much lighter on there. As long as you don't have any front weights, you'd be okay, I guess. So let's get the width of the tire. Well, I'm going to go about there, just put a little extra in. Let's see here. I can't really reread them upside down, which is unfortunate. Well, I want to do 7.5, even though I think it's just about 7 inches wide. Just so I have a little extra bit of room to play with. Yeah. We'll do 7.5 inches. Just so we have enough. Oh yeah, thank God for permanent markers. So let me make sure I get you. I'm going to put you guys back a little further, just so you guys are seeing a bit more of this. I got to tighten my thing up so my camera doesn't fall over. So the box is only 2.5 feet tall, so we're going to have to double it up a little bit, but we need the width of 7.5. So that's what I'm going to do. If I seems like I can find 7.5 there. So, put a mark there. Put a mark I need a straight edge too, so I could mark the straight. I don't think I got a board long enough, but I'll see if I can find one. And I do, but she's even longer than what I need, so this is just so I have a straight edge. Even though it probably won't be very straight, but it don't matter really anyways. So, I'll play with this for a little while. Okay. And then we'll cut it out and then we'll double check it again, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And if I do mess up, I can get more boxes from my sister's workplace. They always have boxes that they don't use. They'll work just as good. So, yeah, so that's our straight edge. And that's what we'll cut out. And we'll have to do it again too. I probably should be able to remember that. I should probably write down these numbers. But I'm not that smart to do that. So we'll cut this out. But hopefully we don't damage the box. And it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Well, it probably should be, but trying to cut this with a knife is kind of impossible, but we'll get it. We'll get it here, boys. Okay. And then we'll just cut it here. If we can. Okay. And we'll cut here. Getting a little off here. That's alright, I guess. So that's why I'm doing this out of a box and not on metal, because if I mess up, then I have to buy whole new chunks of metal again. This way, I can always get more boxes from my sister's workplace, and it'll be fine. Pieces of crap everywhere. Let's see what I'm cutting. Okay, so that's 2.5 feet tall by 7.5 inches wide, and 7.5 by 2 feet. But it has to be longer than that. It's got to be almost, I think, almost like 3 feet. But you got to remember too, you got the curve going on. So what we'll do now is make sure this is the right through the tire. So we get an idea what we're dealing with. Yeah. So, yeah, so it's going to have to be way longer than that. I wonder if I can put a little bend into this. So that's what it has to do to work for me. And it's probably going to have to get bent a little more than that. See, this is what I like about cardboard, so you can bend it real easy. You don't have to fight with it. Yeah, so something kind of like that. But this will be bent too, of course, which we might as well try to do now. And I know what I could do to maybe help that out. Tire would help a little bit. I'm going to have to put something on the other end. Another tire. And that'll bend that down, hopefully. Might be a little bit too... Nah, that wouldn't be severe at all, would it? We gotta pull it over just a lot more here, don't we? Because you gotta go by the front wheels. If you wanted to go by the back wheels, you could, but I'm going by the front ones. So, yeah, that would bend a little too much. I think that's still off, but let me get behind you guys. It's getting there. Let's see who the hell that was. So, this handle should have been the other way. There. See, it doesn't look that severe. I don't think it would be a problem at all. I'm going to flip this over. We might actually be over too far now. No, actually, I think it needs to actually come back out, actually. Well, another good thing you could do is use your straight edge again. 22 minutes. I'll try to keep it under 30 minutes for parts what they would do from straight edge. Here it is. See, then I'll have, and once I get this figured out, I'll have to start buying the steel too. But I think there's a company here in town that does that. So. So we'll line it up with this. And then you can see how there's kind of a gap between the tire. So that's telling me this probably should go in some more yet, I think. Well, you could always go a little bit wider too. You could go to like an 8-inch width too. I'm only going with 7.5. It wouldn't hurt to go like 8 inches, but I don't think we have to. So another thing we have to do now is we have to add on a piece now. So that means we've got to cut out another piece out of the box, which I'll probably do that in part 2. I'm going to keep these videos under 30 minutes. Let me get you guys on part 2 and then we'll be alright. 1 minute, guys.